When Desi was born, I was 26 weeks pregnant. She was considered a micro preemie. She weighed 1.5 pounds when she was born. The doctors said that she would probably never walk, never talk, to lower my expectations for her because she was going to have a lot of severe disabilities. From that day forward, also, I knew that if I had listened to them, she would probably never walk, never talk. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Jinzo, and I am the founder and executive director of D.E.S.I. We're an organization that helps families navigate the systems that are necessary to help their children with disabilities live a fruitful life. From that day that she was born, she had 3 different surgeries. One was to correct a heart problem. It was called a patent ductus ligation. She had cryotherapy to prevent blindness, and she also had to get a reconstructive surgery for her intestines because they also ruptured, and she has about 45% of her intestine right now. The doctors from Long Beach Memorial Hospital told me that an agency called Regional Center was going to come in to my home and help me determine how to help Desiree meet her developmental needs. I waited for 3 years and no one ever came. So I had to go to an agency called WIC, Women, Infant, and Children's Services. So what I found out was that the special formula that Desi needed to help her gain weight and digest her food, her formula, was called progestamil, and not any agency provides that. I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. We lived in Montebello, but all her physicians were in Long Beach. So the trek from Montebello to Long Beach was difficult because so every week I was going to Long Beach to go get her formula. A nurse from Long Beach Memorial, bless her heart, I don't remember her name, but she said, in order for your city to get this, for you and your daughter and your constituents of Montebello, you should go to the city. And that's when I went to Montebello City Hall, and I had to talk to people in Parks and Rec, and I started to actually realize that I have to organize these type of services, because if I don't do it, other children like Desiree were gonna be out of this milk. I would say that that's how I started my venture, my journey in advocating and seeking services for not only for Desiree, but for everyone else. I figured that politicians have a lot of power, but they also work for us, right? When Desi turned 3, when she started to go to preschool or a Head Start program, Regional Center did come in. And so the case manager came in, and they recommended a school set program for her that was a segregated site. And I went to visit the site, and I wasn't in agreement with it. I wanted her to attend a Head Start program just like her brother and her sister had before she was born. They said, you need to go to the school district, you need to speak to their psychologist, you need to basically plead your case as to why you believe your daughter needs to be integrated. The moment I realized that I could turn this into a service for other people was the day that I met with the service coordinator from Regional Center, and she was extremely surprised that I got Desiree into a regular school setting. And she said, you know, you have advocated for your daughter so much. You got her milk, you got her own diapers. We need parents like you to teach other parents to do what you're doing. One of the major parts of DESI is our food bank, which simply started from giving care packages and boxes to our clients who needed food. We called the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank. They stated that they would allow us to go to markets and pick up what you call Aiken to Day Old bread, their food that was going to be expiring soon. And we started to create those packages with one little caveat. They said, though, if you give it to your clients, you also have to give it to the community. We are now feeding over 3,000 families a month. And during COVID, it was like 5,000.
I like the company because we get to help, and not just people who have disabilities, but we welcome anybody. It makes me feel positive, and it makes me want to do more things, like meet new people and talk to people, like, because when I was younger, it was hard. I didn't have a lot of friends. As I got older and more mature, I got better friends. And I am thankful for D.E.S.I because of the experience and outings we do together as a team. I'm Desiree.